Hello, nerds. Welcome back to Nerd Alert. We're doing another review. The next chapter in the X-Men franchise. We're finally here. Days of Future Past. I liked it. I don't think you did. Here's the thing. Knowing the other movies exist, this movie drives me nuts. Because it is such a gift. Like, they just were able to take a famous X-Men storyline and use it to retcon completely the franchise that they had, which, like, when you really think about it, what other franchises have that ability to do it in a way that makes sense? Like, what has it been done before?
And we're at the point where we're erasing X3.
You're getting rid of all the things you made mistakes on. You literally doing it in a way to clean slate this, ready to go.
And it's to me, the movie itself is perfect the way it does that. Like, that gave every opportunity. The story was great. It makes complete sense. The ending with all the original X-Men walking the halls, and you're like, oh, cool.
They did it. And it's like, now we have a new jumping off point that we put everything back to normal and take our time. Because the MCU's in full swing by this point.
Yeah, 2014.
Yeah, like, the MCU is happening. The movies are happening. They're establishing all this, like, connective movies and stuff. So it's like you have the opportunity to do this, and they squandered it. That has been my biggest issue with this film. Other than that, rewatching it, I think I was just rewatching this and all the later movies. I definitely think I just had that fatigue that every time an X movie came out, I was like, here we go again. So rewatching it just as a movie, it is a well done movie.
I think, if memory, I'm old, so forgive me. I think this is the last X-Men movie I saw in the theaters. That doesn't include Logan or Deadpool. So it was definitely fatigue after this. Like, when they did, was it Apocalypse?
Apocalypse was next.
And it was like, I'm just, this time
it goes Apocalypse, Logan, Dark Phoenix, New Mutants.
Logan and Deadpool I watched for theater. But this, I saw this in the theater, thoroughly enjoyed it. I love the storyline. I love Quicksilver is not one of my favorite characters. But his introduction, I was like, damn,
yeah,
that was really impressive. The slow-mo scene,
dude, that's what I'm saying. Everything you were putting in new characters. You were using this to give us.
We give Wolverine a challenge because now he's back in the past, so he's back to the bones.
Yeah,
and that was cool because the first time he does it, he's like, oh shit, he's like, I forgot. He goes through the metal detector. He's like, oh shit, I forgot.
Yeah, like
that's awesome.
It was cool to like I said, it was a cool idea. I do think it was executed properly, but then it's like you guys just fumbled after the fact.
And to me, it was one of those rare moments where you take a known storyline in comics, you change it because it's not the same.
Yeah,
you change it, and it's, to me, just as good as the written version. Civil War was another one where there's no way they could do Civil War. Oh,
they can do it. Have it inspired by it. Yeah, and like I think they did a great job with this. Like I said, it was not bad to me on the rewatch. It was just disappointing to know that I'm not gonna really be a fan of what comes after.
Very much.
Because I mean, it's just that clean break is so nice, and you're right at the end. Famke Janssen's walking around, like you see everybody. Yeah, she called Jimmy from set. It was really cool. Anyways,
Dutch women love me.
Oh my god. Anyways, but yeah, like I do think it was well. I wish. One of my things was like the only time you see anything resembling a real Sentinel is the X3 in the Danger Room, and it was like, you had a chance to give it. It's also like it was in this. What is it? That was the 70s, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, why don't we get like retro-looking Sentinels instead? They look like futuristic ass robots.
Some the way they look, and I love when Magneto traits and puts all the
that was a cool idea. I don't know. I love that classic Sentinel look, and I really been waiting to see that done live action.
But it wasn't like the first X-Men movie where like we don't want to use his original costumes. We're going to put them all in leather.
Yeah.
Whereas like that costume sucks. Whereas I thought the Sentinels in the 70s were, oh, that's cool. And even the ones in whatever the future they were at, where they're just the silver.
That had like the Nimrod vibes and like the kind of the X-Men future vibes that you're always getting in the comics.
And brutal, like poor Sunspot,
man,
like Iceman is like
fucking them up.
Man, they don't give a shit.
Which was crazy too. Like we were watching because I kind of forgot about that. I was like, oh my god. They're like, oh yeah, they keep like moving around. But yeah, I mean,
I was disappointed. Like, Bishop is one of my favorite characters, and when they announced he was going to be in it, it's like, awesome. And then when you see him, like,
but that's the issue we've been talking about with these movies since the beginning. It's like you just have all this endless list of people you can use, and they either don't use them, or when you do, it's almost as cannon fodder. So
I will say, though, because in the original, isn't it, Shadowcat, Kitty Pryde, that goes back.
yeah.
So I really like how they used it where Wolverine went back. And typically we'd be like, oh, because Wolverine's most popular, he's got to be the one that sent back. The rationale they used to get him to go back, awesome. And then when James McAvoy, Professor X, comes to the future mentally and meets Patrick Stewart, I'm like, oh no, it was a great all this. I love that.
I do love too, though, that even in the movie, though, like even when he's on this mission, his way of doing things is he just shows up and he's like, you gotta do this. No, because I'm telling you, that's why I'm here. Do it. And it's like, she's not very good at like talking anybody into it.
What? That was what
He just like knocks on the door and he's like, where's Chuck? You don't know me, but you will eventually. And he's got to be a better person.
But then going into that, well, Xavier's like, I do remember you. We did run into you once upon a time. And I would fuck off. That's great. And so Chuck's like, fuck off.
Yeah. But yeah, I will say, enjoyed it better this time around, but I still overall
think in the rewatch, not counting Logan and the two Deadpools, I think this is my favorite X-Men movie of the ensemble.
Can I tell you that of the ensemble, I would have to agree just because it is not just because, but it is a lower bar, but this was a gift that they squandered. And if you watch it without the rest, it would feel good.
Or I forget again, one of my favorite scenes is when they finally get Magneto, they're on the plane, and Magneto's like having his fit because Xavier called him out. And he's like, what about Azazel? What about, he starts listing all the mutants and them planes getting crushed because he's just like having his fit. And that emotion is like, oh my God. How did this happen off of Wolverine's like, are you going to pick this shit up?
I mean, I will say I'll back Michael Fassbender's Magneto is the best casting choice of anything in the X-Men franchise. He's outstanding. He's so good at Magneto. Even the following movies that you like, bad as they are, he is outstanding. So,
yeah,
there we go. Until the next time, thanks for watching us talk about the X-Men.